number 7, getting hurt. I know there's a lot of people.
If you get a chance to watch the rest of this video, it's really good. Sensei Thompson is putting on a whole series about fight facts and things that happen. And in this one, he's talking about how you're going to get hurt. And people think that if they're trained at self-defense, that they're magically not going to get hurt. Of course, you're going to get hurt if you're in a confrontation. You want to be able to prevail and get away, but chances are you're going to get injured. And for some reason, I had a weird thing happen to me where I actually had to kind of think about this a little bit. I was at a convenience store getting something before I went to work. Then a guy behind me seen me wearing my old karate hoodie, and he said, "Do you think you're tough or something?" And I thought it was kind of a joke, and I go, "No, not at 4:30 in the morning, I'm sure not." And, you know, the guy behind the counter was kind of laughing. But I looked, and he still wasn't laughing. He was just like looking at me. So then the other guy behind the counter, the guy says, "Are we going to have a problem here?" And I go, "I don't know. I've had people come up and say, 'Hey, I used to do karate,' you know, when they see me in my karate hoodie with the Karate Creed on the back. And we talk about stuff, you know. But I've never had someone wanting to beat me up because I'm wearing my old karate hoodie." So he said something else, and I guess I turned around and said something like, got my stuff together, and I go, "Hey, are you gonna run?" And he goes, "What? No." And I go, "Well, then how are you gonna catch me?" So I took my stuff and went out the door, and the cashier guy started laughing, and that guy goes, "You're just a chicken," and was like mad. I kind of hoped he would just like start kind of cracking up. Really, I was trying to be humorous, but it did make me think, how horrible would it be if I went outside, the guy followed me out and grabbed me and started trying to fight with me on my way to work. Maybe he pulls me down on the ground, I get all scratched up. Maybe I have to hit him, maybe he hits me. It's a lose-lose. So me getting in my car and driving away was a win-win. I was glad. I could appreciate that. Later on at work, you know, some of the guys are saying, "Didn't you want to teach him a lesson?" It's like, no, I think I've got past the point where I'm wanting to utilize my training in that way against some person that's not trained. It's, I guess sometimes when people start, and when I started, I'd gotten picked on, and I thought, boy, the next person that picks on me, I'm going to hook kick him in the head or whatever. But I quickly got over that to where I'd rather spar with people in class and go to tournaments and do that type of competition than to, you know, risk getting into major trouble or accidentally hurting someone, or me getting seriously hurt, messing around, fighting with unknown people. Plus, when we're sparring and doing different things, it's kind of like you get to spar with them, but you're gaining friends, and that's really a lot cooler. So me leaving and leaving, I just kind of wondered why I couldn't get him to laugh or whatever, but I really wasn't angry, and I was glad to be leaving and have this story to tell. But it did make me think about what he said about how everybody's going to get hurt. You know, if I would have had to defend myself, you know, my hands would have get scratched up. It would have been bad in any ways. And so I'm glad at the outcome. But it was an interesting story, and I hope that the guy has a better day, you know, from now on out. And I'm glad it ended the way it was. But has this type of thing ever happened to you guys? Because every previous time someone reads my jacket, we share like a karate story or something they did, and it hasn't been like this before. What do you guys think?